Hey y'all, it's me, Daniel Hutchins. I'm back again. Yes, I'm going to be talking about some stuff. Yes, but first I want to just do a little talks with Dan, just to check in. Okay, so right now I'm in my room, as you see, and I'm at my desk by my door, just chilling. I'm also simultaneously playing the Black Panther of 2018 on the PS4, and I'm also going through and watching Amazon Prime's The Boys. Yes, the boys, the boys. Yeah, I'm watching that again. But yeah, I'm just hanging out. Yeah, I'm just hanging out. So, in case you're also wondering what I'm going to share today from our friends at the Comic Book Universe, we're going to be going over to our friend at Screen Rant. Yes, Screen Rant. We're going to go over to Screen Rant. Screen Rant. Yes, go to Screen Rant. Okay, you want to know why the Batman box office was lower than Spider Man? I can tell you. So, why the Batman box office was much lower than Spider Man No Way Home? Well, numbers don't lie, folks. Numbers do not lie. You can't lie when it comes to number, man. The Batman box office total so far was lower than Spider Man No Way Home haul. But then the DC movie is still a success in this regard. 18 hours ago. Okay. Although it should not still be considered a success, we know the Batman box office is much lower than Spider Man No Way Home. 2 years of uncertainty about the future of movie-going experiences. No Way Home proved to be theatrical releases the viable options. The blockbusters separate from under 3 months. The No Way Home Spider-Man and Batman box office performances are often interesting insights on two different characters on different franchises on a whole. Spider-Man No Way Home marked John Watts' third time in the helms of Spider-Man franchise and celebrated the 20-year legacy of Spider-Man. In addition to return villains, we all know Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield returned to respective roles and combat with Tom Holland. While technically a standalone, No Way Home was an event comparable to that of the last two Avenger films, Infinity War and Endgame. Okay, so like we already said, Spider Man No Way Home is like the biggest fucking thing since Endgame. Okay, so the Batman sees a younger, inexperienced Bruce Wayne, the Robert Pattinson, pulling off a little bit of some Nirvana type vibe to his Batman. Although we still kind of see he's trying to find himself as a hero. Director Matt Reeves is tasked with reimagining that character in a reboot that's moved away from connection of the extended universe. Even though we know there is well conceived by critics or audiences, the Batman box office is still far lower than No Way Home. How much the Batman's made in box office compared to No Way Home? Okay, like we said, numbers do not lie, folks. Numbers do not lie. So the Batman opened up with 134 million in the US and 158.2 million overseas. The total for a grand is 258.2 million. Over an opening weekend, places of Batman movie has been opened big, such as The Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises. Meanwhile, the No Way Home opened with a total of 600.8 million worldwide, with a 260 million in domestic around the world, and about a grand total more of box office revenues from 348 million. For the international box office, we know Spider-Man No Way Home box office has even surpassed Infinity War and it became the second biggest opening in history since Endgame. Globally, No Way Home has been the third biggest opening in our history behind Infinity War and Endgame, which were the last two of the Infinity Saga movies with the Avengers. Now we know the Infinity Saga is already closed. Now we're in the multiverse saga, everyone. We're in the multiverse saga now. So now, in just 2 weeks, we know Batman's only made 598 million worldwide. Now, not amount, they have 300 million in the domestic box office and 298 on the international scale. No Way Home's premiered December 2021 has already wrapped its theatrical run, claimed out at about 1.8 billion totals in box office. There are 800 million domestic and 1 billion, not 100, 1 billion in international revenues. Again, it's important to just realize, guys, Batman will have shorter theatrical runs than No Way Home because Batman is going to release on April 19th on HBO. Yes, HBO Max is going to have an April 19th release of the Batman, 45 days after runs of the theaters. No Way Home, on the other hand, had a window of approximately 90 days between the theatrical release and their home releases, which kind of makes a drastic scale, guys. Again, why Spider-Man No Way Home was such more of a huge box office success. I'll tell you why. Many reasons why Spider-Man No Way Home was the biggest box office phenomena in recent history. Aside from the fact that Spider-Man, we know something's always been tied to good office numbers. Again, regardless of any of the qualities of those films, No Way Home has benefited as one as being the third entry in the most successful Spider-Man franchise to date. Spider-Man Far From Home has been the first Spidey movie to break a billion barrel, even though we know not correct in his previous film in Inflation. Now, in sequels, we know they already expect to do that with similar numbers. Tom Holland's Spider Man set aside won over audiences with Benefactors being a part of his major crossovers with Infinity War and Endgame, being a participant of those two as well, and aside from his trilogy. Now, again, however, the biggest reason for a resounding success of No Way Home is multiversial aspects of his story. Months before the releases, there were leaks about Toby and Andrew reprising their role from social media that's dominated pretty much all of last year. But we know Maguire and Garfield did return. Yes, they did return, and the third film in Homecoming trilogy was the most anticipated event of the last decade. Well, actually, we are in still the same decade. But okay, so even without 10 years of build-up, we know the Infinity Saga has No Way Home trailer's secrecy and overall market approach and just overall level hypes comparable to Infinity War and Endgame, where something more recently seemed impossible. MCU's steady success over the past 10 years has audiences may have forgotten Spider-Man power of the brand. We know all potential added aside the nostalgic element and the mystery of Maguire and Garfield absence being made to a must-see movie, which also explains why No Way Home has a big opening box office with the entire theatrical run. This fet has also become more impressive considering that the world is going in pandemic, while many people still don't feel safe to return to the movie theater. Why the Batman box office could not beat Spider-Man No Way Home? I can tell you why. So Batman and Spider-Man are nearly equivalent characters in brand recognition. Both domestically and globally, though, however, Spider-Man beats Batman movie franchises to the punch. We know they cannot be denied this, but there's a gap between those two characters. The most obvious difference was No Way Home is the third movie in a series, while Batman is the beginning of a new series. While No Way Home represented conclusions of the first Spider-Man trilogy in MCU, Batman had a deal to get shaked up to the reboot. Second, in the last 6 years, there's also been differences from their runtime. The Batman been 30 minutes longer than No Way Home, meaning a few screenings per day in the theater. Additional to this, guys, Spider-Man No Way Home box office benefits from being part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Aside from the saga, was financial potential cannot be matched by any other franchise. The Batman, on the other hand, was released on something apart from extended universe canon, precisely because it's a more darker universe. Just like we know Joaquin Phoenix was the Joker, he's outside the extended universe canon. But both in winning their audiences and overall planning of their universe. In fact, there are currently three Batmans taking place simultaneously. We got Pattinson, Affleck, and Keaton. Those are all confirmed free Batmans. Although Batman reviews were strong, but there was excitement, it wasn't the same level as No Way Home. Okay, so why did Batman still a box office success? Well, we can tell you. Even if it doesn't break $1 billion, it's still like most likely outcome. It's making far less than No Way Home. Spider-Man, of course, noted. But the Batman box office is a success for both DC and Warner Brothers. The almost 4 weeks before the end of its run, Batman has surpassed that of Godzilla vs. Kong, which was the Warner Brothers' highest gross film in the past 2 years. The film has also been the third highest gross in movies behind the Dark Knight trilogy, which may not include a plea for a profit for Warner Brothers. For a solo movie with no connection to a shared extended universe whatsoever, Batman is shaping up to be a solid hit. Okay, so again, let me know your thoughts, guys. And the releases for the DC movies, League of Super Pets is July 29th this year. Black Adam is October 21st this year. Shazam is going to come out around Christmas. Aquaman will come out on St. Patrick's Day, like we mentioned. Blue Beetle is coming out on August the 18th of next year. And The Flash is coming out on the summer of next year. Okay, so that's what's going on with the DC universe and why the box office of Batman could not meet Spider-Man No Way Home. Again, guys, let me know your thoughts. This is just another quick one. I figured I'd do this quick old live stream, to kind of tell you just kind of what I'm doing with myself right now, and also let y'all know that I'm just chilling. Also, figured I'd just tell you the domestic numbers between the Batman and Spider-Man No Way Home. So again, like I said, I'll check in for another one pretty soon. But like I said, I have to close this stream up real quick because I have to use the bathroom. So I'll be back for another one, and I'll see you guys really soon. Bye.